Bitcoin has finally done it. I mean, it's happening. This is the biggest news that I have seen from Bitcoin in a long time. And what really frustrates me is nobody cares. Everyone's missing this opportunity. In the next 3 to 5 years, Bitcoin with this new development is going to change the landscape of cryptocurrency. I'm telling you, it's very exciting stuff. We are going to talk about that today, and make sure you watch today's video to the very end. I've got a gem, a monster of a gem, and if you've looked at my other gems I have shared with you guys, they have all done well, even during a pullback. All right, guys, so let's dive into this. Now, do me a favor. We all know that YouTube does not like this kind of content. They're like anti-crypto, anti-freedom, anti-rebel. Smash that subscribe button. Help this channel out. It helps out all cryptocurrency channels, right? Smash subscribe, hit like, comment, the whole 9 yards. Now, I want to talk about Bitcoin for a second. You see, I put a tweet out a few days ago. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. Actually, it was yesterday I put it out, and let me put my head out the way. But I said here, once upon a time, being a Bitcoiner meant you were a badass, a damned rebel. Now Bitcoiners are a bunch of over-emotional pansies. You say anything that can threaten the very idea that they will get rich, and they have a fucking panic attack. Bitcoin deserves more balls. Now, here's the thing that frustrates me. If you look at the comments on there, some people like really took it emotionally. Like I was taking a jab at the entire Bitcoin community. I really wasn't. There is still a core group of real Bitcoiners in there. And it's men and women. There's actually women in this space, and you guys watch my channel, thank you very much, that have more balls than the men in this space. That's the truth. They're very unemotional about their investments in Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now is a tool for as many people to extract as much USD value as possible. And the emotions because of that, it's just getting out of hand. Like if I was to tell you that, hey, listen, there is something happening right now with institutions and they're printing more derivative Bitcoin and there's more paper Bitcoin than exists actual Bitcoin, and it's becoming like gold and silver. Therefore, the likelihood of Bitcoin hits $100,000 is almost like impossible. Most of those emotional Bitcoiner pansies will have a freaking heart attack. Like blast me. Versus saying, hey, you know what? I like that objective thought process. It does kind of make sense. I have a counter argument. And you know what I mean? It's like we're losing the productive conversations, the intelligent conversations in this space. It makes me freaking nuts. It does. It really does. Maybe that this means that the ecosystem has more maturing to do. I don't know. I'm not quite sure yet, but time will tell. And take, for instance, this article right here. And the reason I'm bringing up that tweet is I see this. Time to go up. Bitcoin price due for a push to $100,000, says Plan B. Now, here's my issue with this, okay? Yes, I love Bitcoin. Bitcoin to me is the king of all cryptocurrencies. But let's be honest and look me in the eye when I ask you this question. How many of you guys, okay, in the past 3 months, 4 months, past 4 months has made $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, or even $1 million off of your Bitcoin investment? How many of you guys? How many of you guys in the past 4 months have put in $1,000 in Bitcoin and made $1 million? You see, I can tell you right now, I know people that have put in $1,000 in crappy ass altcoins and made $1 million in the past 4 months. True damn story. Bitcoin right now though, okay, those ideas of getting super filthy rich off of Bitcoin, I believe those days are gone. You see, I see Bitcoin as that asset class that you put money into for stability or to use it as a currency. The price has actually been relatively stable. Yes, there is volatility, but the volatility to me is not a huge deal because the volatility has been falling within a pretty, I guess you can say, safe range, right? Bitcoin to me is a currency. That's what I see Bitcoin as. Not a store of value, not as something to actually go and try and get rich off of, but the idea of seeing these articles of $100,000 Bitcoin, everybody wants it. I just don't think it's likely anymore. I don't. I think we need to create more adoption. I think we need to push more people to spend it and use it and not try to extract $100,000. Could you imagine what would happen if Bitcoin hit $100,000? Almost every Joe Blow retailer around the world would sell. If Bitcoin hit 30, 40, $50,000, everybody would sell. I guarantee you they would sell, because it's not the core philosophies. It's the idea of extracting as much USD value as possible. It's going to be pretty damn hard for Bitcoin to hit $100,000 in my opinion. But you see, if we had more opportunities like this right here, this $40 million Gulfstream private jet can be bought using Bitcoin as aircraft sales firms attempt to lure international buyers. Look at this right here, a Gulfstream. This is a G650ER extended range. That's one sexy freaking aircraft. It's a $40 million jet that is the current Gulfstream flagship, with notable owners such as Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. Hey, you know what? The way DeFi is going right now, I know a couple of DeFi whales that can actually. This right here, $40 million is like nothing. Like, $40 million is a bar tab to some of the DeFi whales out there that I know. But, you know, things like this, if we can get more things like this, where we can get more businesses, more entities to say, hey, we want you to use it as a currency, and we'll sell you our shit if you'll give us Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need to have. We need to have more of that. But check this out. There is something good happening in the horizon with Bitcoin. Now, make sure you stick around, because this is a big deal. And I have a gem for you, okay? So stick around. This, in my opinion, is the ultimate game changer. Bitcoin makes headway implementing smart contracts. Most complicated part of upgrade complete. Can you imagine what would happen to the price of Bitcoin once we get smart contracts? You see, if we keep playing the HODL model, right, where everyone just keeps buying Bitcoin and using it as a store of value, I just don't see $100,000 happening. And if it does happen, it will not be as a result of the retail buyer. It'll be as a result of the institutions. They could actually make Bitcoin so goddamn expensive that none of us can afford one. You get what I'm saying? They can absolutely control Bitcoin. But if you look at this, making headway, smart contracts. Look at Ethereum right now, okay? Look at what is being built on Ethereum. Look at what has been built on Ethereum. Look what Ethereum has done for years, right? Because of the simple fact that it provides an ecosystem of smart contracts and allows an ecosystem of development. If Bitcoin starts doing the same thing, then everything I just said about Bitcoin not hitting $100,000 could absolutely go out the damn window. It can. Because at that point, the idea isn't to hold on for dear life. At that point, it isn't to try to extract as much USD value as possible. At that point, it isn't to treat Bitcoin as a store of value. At that point, Bitcoin becomes useful to the technology world outside of just being a currency. Again, almost none of you guys see Bitcoin as a currency like I do. Like, I don't know. There's not very many people out there that actually use Bitcoin as their currency, their source of money, right? So many of you guys are looking at it as a way to make money. That's it. Now we can take Bitcoin and use it as a tool to write good smart contracts, to do something more productive. I'm telling you what, $100,000 Bitcoin at that point, shit yeah, sign me up without doubt. I have zero doubt at that point that we would see $100,000 Bitcoin. At that point, if there was a smart contract ecosystem with Bitcoin, you know how damn disruptive that would be even to the derivative market of Bitcoin? It would be massively disruptive to things like Bakkt, the CME, the CBOE, Fidelity Digital Assets. I mean, anyone who goes out there and bets against the price of Bitcoin using paper assets. Smart contracts, development on the Bitcoin blockchain. Now we are freaking talking, guys. I'm telling you what, this is the biggest, most bullish news I have seen in a long time out of Bitcoin, is knowing that the development of smart contracts is happening. Now, if you're sleeping on this and don't quite understand what's going on, go and do your research. Get in there and do your research and see what smart contracts has done to even the shittiest of the shit cryptocurrencies out there. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. I know Bitcoin's kind of late to the game. I know it's late to the game. But Bitcoin is the king. Bitcoin is the thing that people trust. Bitcoin is the underdog that the globe is rooting for. You give people more use case out of it, they're going to do it. They are absolutely going to do it. Here's the question, though, okay? Let's just say the Bitcoin smart. I know the system is slow. I know the ecosystem is slow. I know that the Bitcoin ecosystem right now isn't the most ideal, okay? Isn't the most ideal for smart contracts. But By doing this, we're going to create better layers, second layer solutions to solve these things. What happens though? What happens the day that we put this out there? What happens to those altcoins? Those altcoins that have tried to provide smart contract solutions that are ultimately pretty damn useless. What happens to them? How many of those disappear if Bitcoin takes and runs with this technology? I'm really curious. I want to know what you guys think. Comment down below. I need you to comment down below and tell me what you think. Now, finally, to finish this video, if you've made it this far, I'm going to share with you this gem. And I'm telling you right now, if you've made it this far, it is time for me to share with you this gem. And I'm telling you, this looks silly right now. I know you're looking at this, you're thinking, Kristof, what in the hell are you thinking sharing this with us? Hear me out for a second, okay? This is called Chads. Chads. Now, if you're in the crypto space, you understand Chads. If you don't, go do some research. But let's go over here to this basic token concept over here. You know someone was doing a lot of DMT when they designed this, by the way, okay? Somebody was either taking an ayahuasca trip or a DMT trip. Anyhow, the core thing about this is I want you to look at this right here. 51% of burnt Chads will be sent to the burn address. 49% in the reserve account will be given to the true Chads. Details in the future. So basically what they're talking about is selling and transferring of Chads is a virgin move. So this system will burn a percentage of your Chads according to what price you moved it. This will be determined by a burn curve. The lower the price that you sell, the more your Chad tokens are burnt. This right here, my friends, I'm telling you, if you just take a time and study this model, just take a few minutes of your day and study this model. Study this freaking model. And I'm going to tell you right now, you are going to be in love with this like I am. This is a big deal. Now, you can click on the rest of these right here, these memes, and it'll give you an idea of what the breakdown is as far as a token. There's a total of 69 million tokens. Look at that. It's very interesting. I'm telling you, these guys are on some good drugs. 48 million tokens are for you, right? 28 million initial liquidity pool, 20 million for Uniswap pool. 11 million tokens are for marketing ecosystem. 7 million are for DApp development. 3 million are for them. 3 million tokens out of 69 million is for the team. That's actually not a really bad distribution model. Pretty happy to see that. The best place to go, okay, if you want to get the best information out of this is on the bottom. Let me move myself out of the way down here, their Discord. Hit up their Discord and you can get a lot of good information on there. I'm going to tell you right now, if you take the time to study what I said, the tokenomics, all right, how this thing works, I firmly believe that this is going to be the benchmark. The standard of meme tokens. I really do. Now, the team is anonymous. It is anonymous. This isn't like a DeFi thing. But just taking the time to see what the model is of this thing, I'm very excited about it. Now, here's the thing about crypto. These things can go to hell in a handbasket quick. Very quick. I put this out. This is another important thing you need to listen right now. Join my Telegram group. I put this out on my Telegram group this past weekend. I think it was yesterday. It was at 4.5 cents. It's at 8. It's about 9 cents right now. I'm telling you, based off that token burn model, okay, that token burn model, I am not concerned about the price right now. I am feeling like I need to grab another bag of this stuff. I really do. I'm telling you, it's very intriguing. Very intriguing. This model. I feel like it will be the standard. Those who are in my Telegram group, you've done very, very well on this one. I put it out there like within the first 7-8 hours that it came out. I believe this is really cool stuff. But don't listen to me. Take your time and go look at it for yourself, okay? Come to your own conclusion. Don't let my excitement about this determine or sway you into or not buying this token. All right, guys? But listen, that's all I got for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.